We find the heart of his intercession. Here from the scripture was his prayer. That you might be filled with the knowledge of his will in wisdom and spiritual understanding. He's praying this for the Colossian believers. He begged God to fill the Colossians with the knowledge of God's will, and he prayed it in a specific way. He wanted them to get this knowledge in all wisdom and understanding. Those are some big concepts, so let's break them down. The Colossian believers were facing a serious challenge. False Gnostic teachings were creeping into their community and threatening to lead them astray. And they were teaching incorrect ideas about God and faith. And Paul wanted to replace the danger of those false ideas with true knowledge, knowledge of Christ. He understood that knowledge alone wasn't enough. That is why Paul prayed not just for knowledge, but for wisdom and spiritual understanding. Many Christians today face a similar disconnect. They accumulate a lot of information about the Bible, but they don't know how it works in their lives. It doesn't affect how they live. They know Scripture, but they struggle to apply it to everyday decisions and relationships. That makes Paul's prayer as relevant today as it could be. When you pray for each other, pray that God will give them knowledge and wisdom. Someone once told me that wisdom is doing the right thing without a precedent. And if that's true, we need that more now than we ever have, because we live in unprecedented times. Things are happening that have never happened before. And when we think about what can we do, I hear people say, well, I guess all you can do is pray. All you can do? Come on, man, that's the best thing you can do. That's where you start. So when we're concerned about a loved one who's struggling, we can follow Paul's example. Instead of just worrying or offering advice, we can pray. Lord, fill them with knowledge of your will and all wisdom and spiritual understanding. There's always power in praying that God will equip the one you pray for with the presence of God in his own life so that he or she will know what to do. Well, that's the persistence of prayer from the Gospels and the petition of Paul's prayer. But let me talk to you about the possibilities of Paul's prayer. For the rest of this whole message, from 3 to 14 in the first chapter, there's an unfolding of Paul's requests for the people of Colossae. And I'll tell you what, these are 5 life-changing realities that flow from prayer. This is what happens when you pray. This is what can take place in your life. This is who you become when you equip yourself to do that and make a purpose of it. And you do it every day or every day that you can.